Hello, I'm here with another video. My name is Riah, and I'm gonna do another story time, like a little special sign or whatever for not a sign but like a gesture or something to make him know that I'm thinking about him. But so instead of doing that, I want to show my appreciation by dedicating the whole video to him. And he's gonna know exactly who he is. I'm not putting no names, no nothing. But he knows who he is. And it's not like a special friend, like somebody I'm dating or anything like that. He just, let's just say he came at a really even though it was a bad time in my life, he it was a good point in time for him to come into my life. And I can say that we've been really good friends for a couple of years now. Can't say we actually hung out. I actually met him through somebody. I can't get into that story, but let's just say that the friend that I met him through is the person I was talking about in my about me of the guy that I've been having feelings for a long period of time. But the story time is not about him. It's about my good friend. He's actually very special to me, and I tell him that every chance that we get to speak. But it's just hard because he works a lot, and the fact that we're in two different states, even when we were in the same state together, it's still hard. He works a lot, and I respect that. Like, I respect people that if we make plans or it's hard for us to make plans, like I wouldn't be upset if somebody couldn't hang out with me because they had to work. I respect that. But if you couldn't hang out with me because you'd rather hang out with somebody else, no, I don't respect that. We don't even need to be friends. When we met or whatever, he was actually trying to get to know me. And I was at a hard place not knowing what the heck I wanted to do. Because, I had the one person who I was stuck having feelings for. And then his friend was over here. And it's crazy though because he was very patient with me. He accepted the fact that I had very strong feelings for this person, and I respect him for that because he didn't have to. He didn't have to still try to be my friend because he was trying to get to know me, and he was actually trying to get to know me. And I have to say that when we talk, we have good conversation, and it's crazy because I always look forward to his conversation, to talking to him. Like it's always good. I always smile hard. Like somebody even pointed it out to me one time. As soon as I saw his name pop on the screen, I had this big smile on my face. Like it's crazy how like such good conversations we have, and I enjoy talking to him very much. We used to talk every day, which is crazy. If we wasn't on the phone, we were texting, and I actually enjoyed talking to him. And it was hard because I knew that he wanted more than just a friendship, but it was hard for me to actually give him that chance. And it's crazy because he's one of the type of people where you always stick him into the friend zone, and then you realize when it's too late that you might have had something good. But I mean, I see a lot of potential in him, but so much time has passed. I'm pretty sure he doesn't see me that way anymore. Who knows? Because we talk a lot less than we did before. But when we do talk, it's like there wasn't this big like gap. It wasn't a big gap between when we was talking from the last time. And it's always a great. I always even though we never actually hung out, we made plans to hang out, and he actually disappeared on me. But it's so crazy because we both kept each other's numbers. Like, we both did not get rid of it. And we do talk once in a while. Like, one time he called me unexpectedly, and we hadn't spoken in so long. Like, so much was going on in my life that I kind of distanced myself from just about everybody. If you wasn't there, like, in my route of doing things, you probably wouldn't see. They wouldn't see or hear from me. But he called me one day unexpectedly. I was out here in PA. I wasn't in New York no more, and we actually talked for hours. I remember it because it was the 4th of July. He always seems to remember me on holidays, and I appreciate that. And I try to remember him on holidays. Like, he even, like, he'll write me, like, on his birthday, like it's my birthday, and I'm like, you're such a good friend. I don't have friends like that, and I'm glad I only have one of him because he's such a special person to me, and I tell him that every time we speak, and how, like, just talking to him brings so much joy to me. But I don't think he actually truly understands, like, how special he is to me. Like, and it's like, it's a little hard because I don't know how to explain it. Like, it's like I wish we could be closer as friends, but I don't know if it's like, first of all, because so much time has passed, we don't talk like we used to. Like, our conversations hasn't changed. It's just how much conversations we have. And he says that he's working a lot more, and I respect that. I'm like, I'm not mad. I appreciate the time that we do have. I just wish I could have more of the time. But he works a lot, and I'm like, I can't be mad at that. I can't be mad at somebody who it's hard to make time with them because they're working, you know? I just wish he understood, like, how special he is to me. Like, I wouldn't want to have anybody else like him. Like, I wouldn't want to meet multiple people like him because he's truly one of a kind. And he just, it's hard to explain. Like, he makes me feel better as a person. Like, he didn't even, like, say much. It's just that I guess you could say he knows how to say the right, not even the right things. Like, he's always honest with me. Like, there was one time when I was confused about something, and it was about with another guy. And at that time, I knew that he was trying to talk to me, and I told him, I was like, I felt so bad sitting here trying to talk to him about somebody else, another guy, when I knew that he he wanted more than just a friendship with me. And you know how you get older, you realize a lot of things about yourself, and how you, like, kind of treat people, and it's like, it makes you realize that, okay, I could have done the situation so much better. Like, things would have probably been different if I actually gave maybe this person a chance. Like, one time I was hanging out with a friend, and he told me he liked me, and my response was just like, I shook my head. I didn't, like, I'm a very awkward person. Like, I don't know how to handle it. Don't know how to handle when people say that they like me, because I'm not used to it, you know. So I said, like, with my special friend, is like, I wouldn't want to find anybody else like him. Like, I honestly, like, would never replace him, regardless of the fact that if we don't talk like that, like, he would always hold a special place with me. If the last time we spoke was the last time we spoke ever, God forbid. But I just want him to know that he'll always be in my heart. You know, he would always be my special friend. Like, I would always appreciate the time that he actually spent to converse with me, to get to know me, and actually, like, be patient with me, knowing that I was messed up in the head back then. Like, I'm still, like, I got my own, like, battles I'm fighting in my own head. We all do, you know. Our mind is it could be our best friend or our worst enemy. Our mind always makes us remember things at the like, when we don't remember things. When we want to forget things, we always forget some of the things that makes us happy, but we seem to always remember the things that made us unhappy. And he's been such a good friend. Like, he's actually taking some of the like those pains away when I speak to him. Like he knows a lot about me. Like I've told him things I probably would never. I said I would never tell anybody, but I told him things like I speak to him like he's my best friend. I don't know if he would ever see me like that, but I hold that much value to him. I tell him secrets like I tell my best friends. Like, yeah, I have two best friends, and you see it on one of my best friends on our channel. We did a story time of how we met and how her ex boyfriend is my best friend, and that's how me and her became best friends. But I just want him to know, like, I keep saying the same things, and it's like it's hard to explain a situation when like you have somebody there that kind of like makes you speechless. Like he's a good person, like, and I honestly wish him nothing but the best and happiness and love and anything he does. If we and not like friends in the future, if we don't actually ever hang out, like I appreciate the time that he actually spent to converse with me. We used to text like all freaking day. We would talk all night, literally for hours. Like we would have our own inside jokes and stuff. I'm like, it'd be better at one point when we used to talk, and he'd be at work. No, his self shouldn't have been on the phone, but I appreciate it. Like he came during like some dark times. Like even though like at that time I was like conflicted about my own feelings towards somebody, and it's crazy that he still like still like wanted to converse with me, even though I would sit there and ask him questions about his friend, which is the one that I still like sadly have feelings for. But he's a good guy, and he has so much potential in him. And I honestly do wish him nothing but the best, and hope that regardless of what the future holds, that we'll always be there for each other. You know that he'll always be my special friend, regardless of like how our friendship goes. He has so like I see potential as him in him, but you know it's hard when you're conflicted with your own emotions, and it's like you're battling your own like obstacles, and it's just like it's hard to really to get closer to anybody because a lot of people mess up your trust, and then when you realize you got somebody just sitting there that you know you put into the friend zone because yeah, was like what didn't know what the hell to do with your own self, and exactly what was the problem with me. And it's crazy that after all these years, like he's still stuck there, even though he disappeared for a while. He kept always coming back. Like he would always like, even though we didn't speak that like once the conversation died down and we wasn't speaking every day, we wasn't texting every day. We used to always remember each other on holidays. If it wasn't him texting me, I was texting him. Like it was a battle basically who could text who first, you know? I don't know how many years we've actually like known each other. It's been a good couple of years because this is because I've been here for about a year. Uh, could have been like I think I might have been still in college, so it might have been 2011. Might have been 2011 when we met, or it might have been after. No, it had been after I graduated. Yeah, I think it was 2014. 2014. Yeah, because I was working. But I just wish he understood like how special it is to me, and I wish I could have some more of his time. But it's hard, and I wish we could actually like hang out soon. Like we talk about hanging out, we've made plans to hang out, but you know, time frames never add up. But once in a while, like he always makes sure to find time to say he hopes I have a wonderful day. And he's probably the only person that's ever called me beautiful. Like I've had like guys call me like sexy, cute, all this, but it's different when somebody actually calls you beautiful. Like you feel the words a lot better. Like it makes you feel like, because sexy is not always going to be there. Cute is not always going to be there. Cute is for like kittens and puppies and babies. Not when you're 27. So I appreciate that. Even if he doesn't see me that way anymore, I still appreciate the fact that he actually takes his time out to make me feel better as a person, because he knows how much insecurity I have in me because of being bullied my whole entire life. Like that's what I said. Like even though like I wasn't being bullied as much as I was all the time, when I actually like met him, he actually like filled that void and make me feel better about myself. And I don't think he realized that, because I don't know if he was actually trying to. But I told him a lot of my insecurities, and I appreciate the fact that he actually took like the time and he had the patience with me, because I am like, because of my insecurities and my anxieties. Like it's hard. Like one moment I could be fine, and the next I'm just like, I'm just an emotional wreck. Like it's hard, you know. And I appreciate that he like has the patience with me. Like, and when he does message, like I feel his messages. Like I don't think he understands. Like, and I tell him this every time. Like I told him, like he doesn't realize how happy I get when I see his name pop up on my screen. And he supports, like he supports me right now with my YouTube, and he tells me all the time, like, oh, when you finish with a video, just send it to me. Like he like, I guess you could say, critiques it. Like he doesn't just like sugarcoat it. He tells me the good and the bad, and the ugly, beautiful. Like he tells it all. Like, and I appreciate that, because he is honest with me. He's not sugarcoating anything. Like, and I appreciate that. Like, you don't find people like him every day. And yeah, we can might just only be friends, and that's fine with me, because I'd rather have him as a friend and not have him in my life at all. And I'm glad that we did meet. Granted, his friend kind of like, I can't say forced it upon me, but he kept like saying it, and it was honestly after the fact that I told him how I felt. But you know, you live and you learn. Like everybody has their reasons for things, and I mean, I regret not actually giving him the time that he was looking for, but I don't think he's actually mad about it, because granted, we're still like, we're still friends or whatever. I wish I did give him the time that he was looking for. Like, even though I gave him a chance to get to know me, it was hard at first, And it's hard getting to know anybody, period. And I've never met anybody who has more patience than he has. Like, I've dealt with guys, and guys will get like fed up because of how I am. Like, but people have to understand, like, people are set in their ways. You can't expect them to change overnight. And yes, somebody can't blame you for why we are the way we are, but it doesn't mean that it's hard to get close. It's like we have a shield over our heart, but yet we're still kind of trying to wear our heart on our sleeves. And we love easily. Well, we fall hard or whatever, love easy, however you want to say it. And it hurts, because most of the time when we do put ourselves out there, we're putting ourselves out there for the wrong person. And then when we realize, okay, the person that we should have been putting that time out for was in the friend zone, or it's too late. And And everything that goes on in your life is a lesson. You have to learn from it, and just to know to do better next time. That's why I said, I tell him all the time that I appreciate the time we do have, and that I'm glad that we are friends. I'm glad that we did meet, and that he is very special to me, and I'll always appreciate the time we do have. And I tell him, but I don't think he truly understands how close he is to me, how dear I hold him to me. And I told him that because he wanted me to do like a shout out him in like all my videos, and I said I have a better idea for that. Why just do a shout out for him in a video when I could literally dedicate a whole video to him? And he might not see right away. A lot of people might not appreciate it, but maybe there's other people out there that can relate that have had a friend like I've had a friend, because I'm like, people like him are rare. And I try to tell him this every time we speak, that how special he is to me, how happy he makes me feel. And it's just, maybe a part of me did have some sort of feeling towards him, but you know, I guess you could say I get scared, I get nervous, I'm very awkward when it comes to the emotions, because I'm so used to falling for the ones that are not good for me. So when there's something good for me in my face, I'm blinded because I don't see it. I don't know what it looks like. I've never like experienced. That's why I said I know I've pushed people away, and it's hard. That's why I said, like, I know I pushed him away, and he still kept coming back, and that's why I said I appreciate it, because it's I'm not the best person to always be around. Like, I've done it. Like, I'll be fine one moment, I'll push a person away, and then wonder why the distance their self. I wish like he understood, like, it's, well, wish he understood better. I do it all the time. I push people away, and then somehow it's like I try to blame them. Like, it's not completely their fault. It is my fault, but it's like people have to understand, like, when you've been hurt and like not knowing how it really feels to have somebody to have feelings back for you, like, you get so used to the ones that are not good for you, like, and you learn a hard lesson that like makes you learn hard, and you just, that's why I said I'm not in no rush to meeting nobody. I'm gonna focus on me. Yeah, I'm 27, and no, I don't have any kids, and that's fine by me. Honestly, I'm not in no rush for anything, because I want to find something that's, I want to have that forever feeling. And honestly, I've never had that feeling. Like, I've never actually met somebody where I felt like, okay, I wanted to spend the rest of my life with you. Okay, I want to like have children with you. Like, I've never actually experienced that feeling. Like, yes, I've loved before, but I've never felt that, like, I've loved people, but I can never actually truly say that I've been in love with somebody, because it's hard. Like, when you get treated a certain way, it's hard for you to get close to people. But I just want to say to my special friend is that I appreciate you being there for me. I appreciate you having patience with me, and I appreciate that you take the time out to make me feel better as a person for myself. Like, I feel like you're not doing any of it for yourself. I feel like you're doing it for me, and I appreciate it, and I thank you. And I hope you can be in my life forever, because you're that much important to me. And I tell you this, but I don't think you actually truly understand. So I hope this video will make you understand just how much I thank you for being such a good friend and being so patient with me. And even though we've never hung out before, it doesn't mean that you was never there for me as a person. And I want to thank you. I thank you so much for making me feel better as a person, even though I still have insecurities within myself that I do have to work on. I appreciate that you actually tried to help me the best way you can and still have patience. So thank you so much, my special friend. You know who you are, and I'm not saying any names. So I'm Riah Lala, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope that you guys can relate to it and enjoyed it as much as I enjoy speaking about it. Thank you so much. Peace out.